Hey, it's Ryan over at 2 Minute Tennis, and here are 4 simple things you can use to improve your kick serve. Feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell, as those are absolutely the best way to support this channel. So the first thing we want to talk about is the grip. What grip can you use to help you hit a better kick serve? Now, most players who are hitting a good serve use a continental grip. That's where the base knuckle of the index finger and the heel pad are on bevel number 2. Now, to find the bevels, just make sure your racket is on its edge. Bevel number 2 is here. Bevel 1 is always on top, whether you're a righty or a lefty. And then if you're right-handed, you count clockwise. If you're a lefty, you count counterclockwise. So bevel number 1 is on the very top. Bevel 2 is this 45-degree angle slanted bevel. So we're going to take that knuckle and heel pad and put them on bevel number 2. Now, we can modify that for the kick serve, where we can actually take the heel pad, this spot right here, and we can put it on bevel what I call 1.5. So instead of on bevel 2, we can actually move it more on top of the grip, closer, not all the way to, but closer to that Eastern backhand grip. So I take my knuckle and my heel pad, put it on bevel number 2, but I can move my heel pad over a little bit. That actually helps get the racket more on edge as I go up to the ball, helps me spin the ball more. Now, once you get the grip, you can address your toss. So what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you are tossing truly above your head or slightly behind. I don't want you tossing way out here trying to hit a kick serve. That's a great serve to use for a spin serve or a slice serve, but in order to hit a true kick serve, you have to get the toss more above you, and the reason is because we have to contact to the inside of our hand rolling up the back of the ball. So getting the toss, if you're right-handed, a little more left, and just reverse that if you're a lefty, is going to help you get the racket path and the racket motion to be correct. We don't want to contact the kick serve as high as we can reach. We want to hit the ball on the way up with our swing, so the contact's a little lower than on a flat serve. So we want to be slightly on the inside of our hand going up the back as we hit the ball, and getting the toss behind us is going to help. So whether you put a basket behind you like a hopper, or you just toss and try to make it land on your head, just practice tossing it up and have it land on your head or slightly behind. So you'll probably most likely have to use a different toss than you typically use on your flat and slice serve. And while I'm talking about this, I find it interesting that everyone's trying to, not everyone, but I often hear people reach out to me on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, and they comment, shouldn't I be trying to use the same toss for all of my serves so I can disguise it? To me, I think that's way overrated, because if you truly have a great kick serve, it doesn't matter if you tell them with your toss. Your opponent's gonna be like, oh no, here it comes, their amazing kick serve. And they're not gonna really be able to do much with it. So most people hit kick serves on their second serve, so it's not like you're gonna surprise them anyway. You're gonna be doing this on second serve, so if you're hitting a second serve, they know you're kicking it. So don't worry about letting them know with your toss. Next, let's talk about the body. One mistake I see a lot of players make is while they're going to hit their serve, they face forward. If you are facing your target as you're striking the ball, you're really going to struggle hitting a kick serve. The racket path that you need on a kick serve, to go to the last tip, the racket path needs to be more along your own baseline, not toward the target. And the only way you're going to do that is truly keep your body to the side. Watch me hit this serve and watch how I keep my body to the side. I am not going to face my target. I'm keeping my body to the side. The reason, again, is so that the path of my racket is more along my own baseline. Look at Federer hit a kick serve. Federer, especially on the ad side, it's amazing. After contact, his racket actually goes away from the net. It's amazing when you look at his kick serve from the ad side, that after contact, his racket actually gets farther away from the net than it did at contact. That tells you he's not swinging out toward the target, but he's swinging more along his own baseline. That produces the topspin that you're looking for. So practice hitting some serves and do not face your court or your target. Oops. There you go. Do not practice facing your target, but actually practice staying to the side. And then the last thing I want to show you is the way the racket is going to go up the back of the ball. I got a deconstructed Topspin Pro here, and I want to show you, as you hit the ball, you want to be brushing up the back of it. I was talking about the racket being to the inside of your hand as you strike the ball. We want to go up the back of the ball, getting that ball to spin. where the highest part of your stroke is actually after contact. So you go up, and that's what produces the topspin. But you're going to be doing that with the contact point above your head, and you're going along your own baseline. The ball, the face, to use a golf idea, the face sends it, the path bends it. So my racket face is facing the court, but I'm swinging up and along my own baseline. I'm swinging up to the ceiling as I strike the ball. So I contact here, but I go up after contact. And since my arm is a radius, it just naturally arcs over to the right. Do not swing towards your target, but rather swing with the contact point above your head. Swing up as you hit and along your own baseline. So let me hit a couple serves here. I'm going to get my grip. So I'm going to adjust it so that my heel pad is a little more on top of the racket. That helps me close off the face. A lot of times players, when they swing up, like the ball just goes up and out because they have too much of an Eastern grip. So getting Eastern forehand grip. So getting the grip farther away from that Eastern forehand and closer to an Eastern backhand helps get your racket more on edge. Tennis is an edge sport. It's about leading with the edge of the racket toward the ball in most situations. And that's what's actually going to be able to produce all that spin you're looking for. So I've got the grip. I'm going to toss the ball slightly behind me. I'm going to keep my body sideways, and I'm going to swing along my baseline, brushing up and then coming along my baseline as I hit. Got my grip, toss behind me, body sideways, swing along my baseline. That was a good one. That ball kicked to the right after it bounced. That one went a little long. Just for my own personal benefit, I want to hit 3 more. Get my grip, toss behind me, body to the side, swing up. That one really kicked to the right. That's pretty good. So practice those 4 things. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But check your grip, toss slightly behind you, keep your body to the side, and swing up and along your baseline to impart that spin. This is Ryan Reedy over at 2minutetennis.net, and I'll see you next time.